I have never seen a modular like this. Welcome back to CoupleOldBricks. Today we are reviewing Pantasy's The Opera modular set. This video is in partnership with Pantasy, so if you are interested in getting one of these sets or any of their other sets on their site, make sure to use our affiliate link in description. For people who love building modules but want to see some more variety in their sets, the Opera House is the set for you. This set is 2 floors with a detachable first and second floor as well as the roof, and it's a perfect addition to any cities that you might want to build. I could be wrong. Architecture nerds, please correct me in the comments, but it seems like Pantasy is drawing this opera house from the Baroque revival style. I see this green roofing right here, which looks to be like copper roofing from that era, as well as golden gargoyles, pillars and ornate decorations, especially on the inside. It looks like the structure is built from concrete and bricks and sort of things like that, as well as these sorts of vintage gas lamp light poles and banners that are kind of reminiscent of New York City to me. This really feels like it's sort of a late 1800s, early 1900s style. And I love that detail. It seems like they drew from a lot of different sources. When I was doing some research for opera houses, it seemed like this could be inspired by things from New York, as I said, but also Paris's Opera Garnier. I love that they seemingly mixed a lot of different architectural references together to make this opera house, and it makes it way more fun to build, especially if you're going to put this in a modular city of your own. I would assume that you would want a diverse variety of architectural styles from different eras and periods, and this would be a great focal point addition to your city. Now, on the topic of diverse buildings in your modular city, I'm sure you'll have modern buildings that you'll want the opera house to fit in with so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. That's where I'm a fan of the design of the opera, as like I pointed out a little bit earlier, they have these vintage gas lamp light poles, as well as the turnstile here, and the more modern graphic design of the posters really makes it feel like this could exist in a world with electricity. You know what I mean? It's not stuck in one period of time. Going now into the interiors, this is the lobby entrance area, and they really continue this sort of ornate design with these classic giant red carpeted staircases, also inlaid with gold trim once again. What I love about the lobby and honestly the set in general is how much they invested in these printed pieces. There's 3 large painted portrait pieces that are focal points of the room, and they're even roped off to make it seem like they're actual paintings that the guests shouldn't touch. There's a trim that goes around the entire building that is completely printed pieces. There are no stickers in this, so you know they really invested a lot of money into this to make it look as detailed and intricate as possible and as high quality as possible. One of my favorite things that Pantasy does in this set is the continuing motif that I think they really nailed both interior and exterior wise, of the acanthus leaves that Baroque artists love to use in all of the classic Baroque stuff. You've seen it in carvings, you've seen it in paintings. The acanthus leaves are a classic, and you definitely have to nail that, which I think they did here, especially in the focal point of the lobby. Moving on now to the second floor. The second floor is where the real action happens, the namesake of the actual opera house, which is the theater. I love this sort of almost dollhouse way of opening up the second floor to kind of peek into what is a classy, very private event. We have a continuation of the ornate design, the floral motifs that go on with even more printed pieces, especially on the curtains. We have a few rows of seats as well as 2 balcony box seats up here for the very privileged. To cap it all off, the roof is also detachable, so you can really see into the top floor where all of your ornate decorations are. There's a couple more paintings as well as printed motifs. There's probably like half a dozen to a dozen printed pieces here that are unique to this set. They really went all out with the production value on this. And as you can see, there is a paper piece that lets you set the scene of your play. To really top it all off, the ceiling of the opera house is clear domed with, again, printed pieces, and features a chandelier, which I think is so cool. The design of this is really nice, and they even have movable tassels and things like that. In terms of pros of this set, I think the printed pieces, like I've been saying this whole time, are really the strongest asset. It really shows the character of the set, as well as how dedicated Pantasy has been to creating a sort of vibe and aesthetic that's unique to every set that they make. I also love the detail that they bring with all of the different gold plated pieces. It really gives the extravagance of the Baroque era. There's also another little dollhouse style opening to let you see into the performers' dressing rooms. Just another little detail for this already insanely detailed set. When it comes to the facade, I'm really a fan of how much they dedicated and how much they leaned into this whole boisterous, ornate aesthetic. These flags, these little decorations, the banners, the light poles, all of the little floral motifs. It nails that almost at times gaudy excess of the Baroque era mixed with a modern sensibility. When it comes to the cons of this set, there's really not too many. The biggest issue that I have with this set is that they spent so much time putting in all these printed pieces, but the ornateness, the extravagance of all of the decorating, I think covers the extra money that they put into the printed pieces, especially in the lobby. If you weren't the one building it and you were just looking at it, you'd be hard pressed to find the trim of printed pieces that goes all around the bottom of the walls. There's also several instances where the paintings, the portraits that are printed on are blocked by other decorations, and I'd love to see those be the focal point. They do a great job right here in the front, either by contrast or by design difference, of making these banners really stand out on the front, and it adds so much to the facade. And my second issue is a minor one, but it also has to do with the banners on the front. In the instruction books, these two right here show that the designs are supposed to be printed black on black and red on red. But in the set that we received, it's printed black on red and red on black. Now, it's a minor detail, but it is something that messes with the overall excellent attention to detail that the set had. There is also another printing issue on the second floor where the background plates for some of the box seats have designs on them, but one of them I think was a misprint and did not feature any type of print on it. But to me, these are really minor issues that I have with an overall fantastic set. It's a gorgeous looking modular, and I would be lying if I said that these issues marred my overall impression of the set. I think it's a wonderfully beautiful set. It was a lot of fun to build, very high quality things, especially with the printed pieces. And I would definitely rate this probably a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10, especially giving points for creativity, design, and detail. But let me know what you guys think if you are a modular builder yourself. Are you interested in something like this? Do you think this would be a great addition to your own modular builds? Overall, I think Pantasy did a great job with this one. And just a general reminder that if you would like to purchase this set or any of Pantasy's other modular sets on their website, make sure to use our affiliate link down in the description on anything you might want to purchase from their shop. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know how you feel about this set in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell to see more of our builds and reviews, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok to see more short form content. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.